Welcome back to another video. And this is a short video. I'm on break, 15 minutes or whatever. And I was just thinking, this brother I was talking to, I think his name is Bede. He has said that he said, cause I had commented on his video, and and he responded. One of his responses, last response was that he just want to stay alive, and that made me think of this idea to make this video. You know, I already said it before, but I guess you could say this is going to be a shorter version of that. So basically, he said he just want to stay alive. And I had responded back. I'm still waiting for him to respond. If he does or does not, it's okay. But I was saying that Elon Musk, as well as his other colleagues, whoever he's working with, whether we see them on the surface or we don't, he and other people are working together to make sure we stay alive. But again, I say, how do they stay alive? How do they keep running this system? Why is it that we keep dying back to back, but this system just keeps living on? It just keeps transitioning. The planet is being terraformed again. People don't even know that the trees that we see that are amongst us right now was terraformed that way. Trees are supposed to bear fruit. It's supposed to be more female trees than it is males. They intentionally planted male trees so that we would have to work for food, because the female trees provided us with food where you didn't have to work the way they have us working. So again, Elon Musk and his crew, not just Elon, but like I said, a lot of other people that we're unaware, a lot of these other beings are playing a role to make sure we stay alive, because like I said, they got us in an artificial dome. Not just physically, but mentally. They got us thinking artificially. They got us thinking small, you know. And by them having all of these satellites, all of this surveillance amongst us, all of these devices, all of these walls that they building up around us, like in the movie Divergent. It's a whole sequel about that. Like in the movie Maze Runner and stuff like that. They got all these walls and stuff to keep us inside. Like the TV show Wayward Pines, episode 1. When you try to escape, there's a wall that you have to get past. But it's not just physically, but it's mentally. That's the thing. And they just keep digging us deeper and deeper into a trap, deeper and deeper into a deeper sleep, right? And I also find it funny that we're able to view Elon Musk's net worth, but you can't view anybody else's net worth, such as the people like like these Bilderberg people that I hear about, all of these other elites that you just won't see their net worth online because it's irrelevant. But they'll allow us to view people like Elon Musk's net worth, because they're only worth as much as they are inside of the net that they created, that they got, surrounding us. And like I said, they're making sure that we stay alive, because the whole point is, because they're artificial, they only know how to live artificially, right? So they got us in an artificial environment, and they're creating artificial catastrophes to where a point we have no choice but to react a certain way that they want us to, right? And they're gonna have to inject us with artificial nanotech to keep our artificial bodies alive, so we can keep running this artificial system and running their artificial loop until we take back over naturally. Now the brother, he probably meant he want to stay alive naturally, but my question is, how are we going to stay alive naturally when the ones running this show are artificial? In order for us to stay alive naturally, we have to take out the artificial invaders. I don't see fit how we're going to be like, I don't see it where it ain't no in between. We either gonna take them out, or we gonna basically submit to their artificial agenda, basically making everything artificial, because it is an agenda. It's in effect. And this is aside from what's happening, like the banks failing and stuff like that. Yeah, that they may be failing and stuff like that, but my further questions are, is it enough to take them out 100%? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot of stuff falling, businesses going out, but is it for good, or is it they're doing, like, artificially, like basically creating scenarios to where we react a certain way, and then they can go back to the drawing board and say, okay, we're gonna put out this, so they because of this reaction that they had, which goes to the protesting that I made a post about in my community section. The program tests, they analyze our data, our reactions and stuff like that through the devices based on algorithms and all of that type stuff, and they record the fact that we still don't put up a fight toward them, so that lets them know that they still winning, because the system is still in play. It may not be 100%, but it's still in full effect as of right now. So yeah, like I said, at the end of the day, they're gonna make sure we stay alive, but they're gonna have to alter our genetics to match the artificial environment. Now, if their artificial dome or artificial environment fails, then of course we gonna start dying, because we're so immune. I mean, we've adapted to their artificial way of living. The only way they've been able to sustain life is by them maintaining this system, maintaining the air conditioned system. Because without this high energy, if this high energy was still hitting the planet, they would be dead. But because they're maintaining this matrix, they're able to sustain life, sustain artificial life, and push it amongst what you call aboriginal beings that were or are not artificial. So yeah, like, if the planet keeps updating, like, there's a natural update and there's an unnatural update. They're doing unnatural updates, and the planet is doing natural updates at the same time, simultaneously. So it's basically like this: who gonna win? Okay, we in the artificial environment. We have an artificial mindset and stuff like that, right? So that lets you know they have to update the artificial environment, because the natural environment is updating. You see, when nature updates, they have to update too, because the artificial environment is failing in certain factions. They have to go back to the drawing board to update their system. They have to update the artificial people, the artificial beings within their artificial habitat. When nature updates, nature has to update the natural people of the planet too, giving them upgrades. So it's a ping pong battle. You see what I'm saying? So that's just how I view it. At the end of the day, who gonna win? And I also wonder, like what happens after this? What happens after my life? What happens after your life? Will this system continue to exist? I don't know. So those just some thoughts that I was having. So yeah, they gonna make sure we stay alive, but it's gonna be artificially, and they need us to artificially participate. You gonna stay alive, but you gotta get this artificial injection to participate in our artificial virtual world, buying artificial food, listening to artificial rappers, and all of that stuff. Simple as that. So yeah, I don't want to live forever. Not if these beings are gonna keep doing what they doing and we just not gonna put up a fight. You know, I'm tired of just trying to fuse one with the other, trying to use their technology to try to beat them when their technology, their methods of madness is not gonna liberate us. That's the best way I can explain it. But in the movie Matrix 4, I need to rewatch that. In Matrix 4, Neo, I believe he took the other pill. And the other pill led him to a point in time where we did fuse with the artificial intelligence. So that's their agenda. If they put it in Matrix 4, that's what they working on doing. Well, really, they already done did it. It's just in play. And that's why I'm saying, when are we going to win 100%? Because at this point, they're winning. We've already fused with their artificial mindsets, technologies, and stuff like that. And who is it benefiting? Them more so than us. All of these years of evolution, you would think that we would have evolved. Death is still happening, but we got all this technology. War still going on, but we got all this technology. People are still starving, but they making so-called artificial food. How people still starving? With that being said, either God signing out. I got to get back to work. Peace.